Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Goodwood Racecourse here on Tuesday. It is August 1st, 2017. I'm going to look at all the races on day one of the glorious Goodwood meeting, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for racecourses around the world. It's an excellent card from Goodwood today. I think you're going to see some nice prices come in. I'm going to look at, actually, I'm not going to look at all the races. I'm going to look at 6 of the 7 races. The one race I won't be looking at is the 410, the 5th race. It's just really impossible for me to be very confident in a pick to give to you guys. So instead of giving out a subpar pick, I'm not going to look at it, and you could look at it yourself and use your own opinion, but I just have no opinion on the 5th race to 410. It's impossible, like Ralph says from The Simpsons. So I'm going to look at all the other races instead. So 6 out of the 7 races I'll be looking at. Starting off with the first race, the 150 from Goodwood. It is the Matchbook Betting Exchange Handicap. It's a Class 2 handicap here, going for a purse of $61,500. I use the American currency because it's just a little easier for me. I'm not sure what the race purse is in the British pound, but probably a little less than the American one. But this race is for 4-year-olds and upwards here. A field of 18 horses going the distance of ground of 2,000 meters or 1.25 miles on the turf course. My top pick in this one, I like the number 2 horse, Abdon. I'm going to go 2-14-4 in the tricast of the trifecta. Call me crazy giving out a tricast in a 14-horse field, but that's my top 3 basically. So 2-14-4. My top pick, number 2, Abaddon. He'll get my each-way wager most likely. Well, he will get my each-way wager. 10-1. Frankie Dettori for Sir Michael Stout. Sir Michael Stout has a few of them in this race, but most recently on the 27th of May at Goodwood. Mile and a quarter in listed stakes for Class 1 horses. From the rail, this horse finished 6th by 8 1/4 lengths. You know, this horse just didn't have the best trips that day. Was beaten, didn't quicken up with the rest of them. It just wasn't his day to win. He's stepping down in class again, off the layoff. I think this horse should have a very good run. The start before, the first off the layoff, he ran a little bit better. That came at the Craven meeting at Newmarket, April 19th, the mile and 8th, in the Group 3, bet 365, Earl of Sefton Stakes. Horse finished 4th by 5 1/4 lengths. It was an improvement off his start at later, but again, he just needed that extra kick. He didn't get it that day. He got beat by some tougher horses, and then in the fall of 2016, October the 8th of 2016 to be exact, at Newmarket, a mile and 8th in the Group 3 Darley Stakes. Horse finished 4th by 4 lengths behind Murafa Ha and Carry On Derek. This horse, again, just didn't quicken up with the rest of them. The last time this horse ran in non-listed stakes or any kind of stakes races came about a year ago, August the 6th, 2016 at Haydock. Mile and a quarter in Class 2 handicap, and this horse won by a half length. Was 7-2 that day. Carried almost the same weight as today. This horse just ran an easy walk in the park. I think he'll run the same race today at 10-1. I think this horse will run a big one, so he'll be my top pick. Also, the booking of Frankie Dettori really helps, so watch out for this one. So to recap my bets for the first, the 150 from Goodwood, it's the Matchbook Betting Exchange Handicap. I'm going to go with the 2-horse Abdon. I'm going to go 2-14-4 in the tricast or the trifecta. So now let's get on to race number 2, the 225 from Goodwood. It's the first of the Group Stakes races. The second race is the Qatar Vintage Stakes. It's a Group 2 race here for Class 1 horses, going for a purse of $246,000. It's for 2-year-olds only. Field of 11 horses going the 1,400-meter trip, or 7 furlongs on the turf course. My top pick in this one, I like the number 11 horse here, number 11, Zaman. I'm going to go 11-9-3 in the tricast of the trifecta. 11-9-3, my top pick, number 11, Zaman. 12-1, Godolphin owned. Charlie Appleby trained. William Buick gets the leg up. I think William Buick's going to have a very good day today. But most recently on the 15th of July at Newmarket, 7 furlongs in the Group 2, bet 365, superlative stakes. Horse finished 4th by 1 1/4 lengths that day. He just couldn't catch the winner, who ran a hell of a race. This horse was 4th best. It just wasn't his day to win. To tell you the truth, also, that race was a lot tougher than the ones he's going to be facing today, so it's a little bit of a step down in class, I think. He should really like the layout of this course, and I think he'll run a big one. Start before, where he dropped down to a Class 2 conditions race at Pontefract, 6 furlongs July 3rd. This horse won by a neck, and I had a lot of money on this horse that day. I know he was just under 2-1 that day, but he ran incredibly well, quickened up nicely, easy walk in the park. He was one of those surefire horses to win in that field of 4 horses, and, he won very nicely. Major improvement off the start before in the Group 2 Coventry Stakes at Ascot, 6 furlongs, June 20th. Horse finished 13th by 6.5 lengths. And again, he hit the wall straight away. Against so much tougher, he just didn't have the best of runs. Also, the very firm ground maybe didn't help a lot either. But before that first career outing at York, May 27th, 6 furlongs, and then novice maiden auction. Horse won by length, easy race. He quickened up nicely, easy victory. I think this horse here, 12-1, breaking from the rail, should have a very good run, so watch out for him. So to recap my bets for the second race from Goodwood, it's a 225. It's the Qatar Vintage Stakes. It's Group 2 Vintage Stakes. Going to go with the 11 horse here, Zaman. I'm going to go 11-9-3 in the TriCast of the trifecta. To race number 3 now, the 3 o'clock from Goodwood. The third race is the Group 2 Qatar Lenox Stakes. It's a Group 2 race here for Class 1 horses, going for a purse of $369,000. It's an American currency. For 3-year-olds and upwards, this race is for a field of 15 talented horses going the 1,400-meter trip, or 7 furlongs on the turf course. My top pick in this one, I like the number 9 horse, Lamato. He hasn't run well this year. He had a very good 2016. Going on to 2017, like I said, he just hasn't been running his A races yet. He's due for a great race. I think he'll be running it today. So my top pick, number 9, Lamato. I'm going to go 9-4-14 in the TriCast of the trifecta. 9-4-14 TriCast trifecta. Again, basically my top 3. Top pick, number 9, Lamato. Henry Candy trains this one. Harry Bentley gets the leg up for this 5-year-old gelding out of Tugala. Most recently, this horse had started the 15th of July at Newmarket, 6 furlongs in the Group 1 Darley July Cup Stakes. Horse finished second by 1/4 lengths. He got teamed up with Bentley again that day, and after a start without him, and this horse probably ran the best race so far this year. He finished second by length, closed up well at the end, just missed. Wasn't a bad race at all. Like I said, he's been every start this year. He's been getting better and better, and I think this is the race he's going to run the big one. But he closed up well. Harry's Angel won that they ran a hell of a race, but this horse, again, second best from the rail. I think here he's breaking from the 8th stall. It's not the best post draw, but it's better than having number 14. I can tell you that for sure. And I think he can come over and from the post draw and make a good run. Start before Lamato had at Royal Ascot, 24th of June, 6 furlongs in the Group 1 Diamond Jubilee. First off the layup, he finished third by length, wide post draw. He just, he closed up a little bit at the end, but just didn't have the best of trips. I think here, next start he proved he needed that. He probably needed that Royal Ascot race. He finished second next start out, and like I said, here he should be on the improvement again. Start before in the Alcoa Sprint at Maidan, 6 furlongs, March 25th. A very, very wet turf course, which I don't think this horse really handles. He finished 10th by 9.5 lengths. It was just a turf course that day, maybe the layoff too, but it just wasn't his day to win. And then the Brews Cup Mile at Santa Anita Park in the West Coast here in America, 1 mile on the 5th of November. Horse finished 6th by 3.5 lengths. Was the 7-2 favorite, and he just did not quicken up at all. Tourist ran a hell of a race. Tempin ran a very decent second place finish. The turf course was playing more towards front runners that whole meeting at Santa Anita, so that had something to do with it. The closers just weren't doing anything. But before that, he probably ran one of the best races of his life in France. That came at Chantilly, 7 furlongs, 1,400 meters in the Group 1 Prix de la Forêt. This horse went by 3 lengths, 73 cents to the dollar. This horse just quickened up nicely. An easy walk in the park for him that day. It was like a paid workout. It was a great race. Like I said, he's going to be on the improvement today. I think he'll run a big one. I know 4-1 is not the best price, but you're going to have to take it here. So watch out for him. So to recap my bets for the third from Glorious Goodwood, the 3 o'clock, it's the Group 2 Lenox Stakes. Gonna go with the 9 horse Lamato. I'm gonna go 9-4-14 in the TriCast of the trifecta. So now let's get on to race number 4, the 335 from Goodwood. The 335 is the Group 1 Qatar Goodwood Cup Stakes. It's a Group 1 race here for Class 1 horses, going for a purse of $643,500. It's for 3-year-olds and upwards. Field of 16 horses going the 3,200-meter trip, or 2 miles on the turf course. And you have a superstar in this race. That's the 1 horse, Big Orange. I don't like him to win, though. If he runs a big race. I'll applaud him right away. But you're a tipster, so you have to give out some prices here. And I think you could give out a price to this race. And I like the number 8 horse QE. I'm gonna go 8-1-10 in the TriCast or the trifecta. 8-1-10. I'm actually gonna play a $10 forecast here, or £10 forecast, which you want to do in the UK. But I'm gonna go 8-1 forecast for $10, and I'm gonna do an each way wager, $20 each way on the 8 QE. So it's for $20, it's gonna cost you $40, or £20 is going to cost you £40, whatever you want to do it by. But my top pick, number 8 QE, 20-1, Godolphin owned, Charlie Appleby trained, William Buick gets the leg up. This horse needed a race last time out of Royal Ascot, 24th of June, 2 miles 3/4 in a Class 2 condition race. Horse finished 4th by 3 1/4 lengths. He kind of weakened out of it. He just didn't have the best trips. Like I said, he needed that race. I think second off the layoff, going 2-mile trip, which this horse will really like. He should have a very good run. Start before November the 1st at Flemington in Australia in Melbourne. 2 miles in the Group 1 Emirates Melbourne Cup. Horse finished 4th by 6.5 lengths. This horse closed up well at the end, just missed, but it wasn't. It was a reasonable 4th place finish. And then 2 weeks earlier at Geelong in Australia, October the 19th, mile and a half in the Geelong Cup. Horse won by a neck, quickened up nicely, easy walk in the park that day. And then he ran here at Goodwood last year, mile 3/4 in Class 2 Handicap. He finished second by a neck, just missed, but it wasn't a bad race. He's been up there his last few. His last one wasn't very good, but before that, his last few races in 2016 were very, very good. He's getting the 2 miles again, which I think this horse will really adore. Watch out for this horse to run a very, very big one here today. He has a better post draw than Big Orange, and I think he could really pounce on him. So watch out for this horse today. So to recap my bets for the 4th from the glorious Goodwood, it's the 335, it's the Group 1 Goodwood Cup. Gonna go with the 8 horse QE. I'm gonna go 8-1-10 in the TriCast or the trifecta. I'm gonna do a forecast here, 8-1 for $10, and I'm gonna do a $20 each way wager on the 8 horse QE. For that $20 wager, it's gonna cost you $40 in total. So this is gonna be the race, the money making race for me. So like I said earlier, we're gonna skip over race number 5 or the 410. Because it's a race I don't really feel comfortable giving you a selection, and we're going to head on to race number 6 now, the 445 from Goodwood. The 445, the 6th race from Goodwood, is the new and Lingwood Handicap. It's a Class 2 handicap here, going for a purse of $37,000. It's for 4-year-olds and upwards, rated 88 to 105. Field of 15 horses going the distance of ground of 1,000 meters or 5 furlongs here on the turf course. My top pick in this one, I like the number 7 horse, and pardon me if I mispronounced the horse's name wrong. I like the number 7 horse, I'm going to go with the 7 horse, Altatico. I know I'm pronouncing the name wrong, so pardon that. I'm going to go 786 in the TriCast or the trifecta, 786. My top pick, number 7, Altatico. In America, the number counts more than the name. I know in the UK it's completely different, but my top pick, number 7, Andre Ottini gets the leg up for Roger Varian, 4-1 here, 5-year-old gelding out of Kodiak. Most recently on 24th of July last week at Windsor, yielding ground 1,000 meters in Class 3 handicap. This horse won by 1 1/4 lengths, 73 cents to the dollar favorite. This horse just quickened up nicely. It was a very easy victory. It doesn't get any easier than that. I think coming here, he's going to face a little bit tougher, but he should have a very good run with the drier ground also. Start before at Ascot, July the 14th, 6 furlongs in Class 3 handicap. Horse finished 5th by 4 lengths that day. High weight of 135 pounds, which this horse carried his last 2. He just couldn't quicken up with them. Disappointing beat, but the weight had something to do with it, I think. Only carrying 122, and I think this horse should really be flying at the end with that 12-pound weight break from his last 2. And before the Royal Ascot start, before the Ascot start on July 14th, this horse had started on the 7th of June at Ripon, 6 furlongs Class 3 handicap. Horse finished 3rd by 3 lengths. Wide poster, not ideal. He quickened up a little bit, but he needed that extra good run, which he didn't have. And also that was the horse's first start in nearly 2 years, so he might need that race also. But I think this horse will really run a big one with the low weight here today, so watch out for him. So to recap my bets for the 6th from Goodwood, the 445, it's a new and Lingwood handicap. Going to go with the 7 horse here. Going to go 786 in the TriCast of the trifecta. To race number 7, the 5:15, the final race in the program from Goodwood, it is the Smarter Bets with Matchbook Betting Exchange Fillies Handicap. It's Class 3 Fillies Handicap here, going for a purse of $31,000. It's for 3-year-olds and upwards. Fillies and mares only, rated 76 to 95. Field of 13 horses, going the 1,600-meter triple, 1 mile on the turf course. My top pick on this one, I like the number 9 horse. Not the number 9 horse, the number 7 horse. The number 7, who is Gadair, number 7. I'm going to go 7-5-4 in the tricast of the trifecta. 7-5-4. My top pick, number 7, Gadair. 7-1, Amaktuna owned. Sir Michael Stout trained. Jim Crowley gets the leg up. Most recently on the 24th of June in Newmarket. 1 mile in Class 4 handicap. Horse won by neck that day. He was the favorite. He quickened up nicely. It was an easy walk in the park. Great race for this horse that day. You know, he's run 3 times this year, and all 3 starts have been very nice. Start before Wolverhampton, 30th of May. Mile 8th on Tapeta in a Class 5 handicap. Horse for the second by head. Wide post roll, which wasn't ideal. This horse actually saved a little bit of ground. Closed up well at the end, just missed. But like I said, it wasn't a half bad race. And then Maiden Fillies Stakes at Qatar Bridge, 26th of April. 7 furlongs. Horse won by 1.5 lengths. Quickened up nicely. Easy victory. You know, as a 3-year-old, this horse has matured a lot to where he's running well. 2-year-old, not so much, but he's been on the improvement. I think he'll run a big one here today. Low weight, good post draw. Watch out for him. So to recap my bets for the 5:15 from Glorious Goodwood, it's the Smarter Bets with Matchbook Betting Exchange Fillies Handicap. I'm going to go with the 7 horse here. I'm going to go 7-5-4 in the tricast of the trifecta. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck everybody, and join me tomorrow here on YouTube for more good